Netflix is filled with dozens of great shows. To flashy full battle fights, to the iconic shonen series, and to the classics.
3, 2, 1, let's jam.
So what is the next best Netflix anime? Well, it's about a 4-year-old who lives alone. That's right, the show I'm talking about is Kotaro Lives Alone. To describe Kotaro Lives Alone, the story is anything but complicated. It is a 4-year-old who has managed to rent an apartment in a building complex by himself, and we follow his daily life. Sounds funny, and it truly is, but obviously this is not just the case. You may at first see this anime and think that it looks something like Shin-chan, a gag anime, but it is truly the opposite. To put a 4-year-old in an environment that is only known to an adult is something that is not really explored in anime. Every episode we look more and more into Kotaro's feelings and his past. A child is meant to be having fun during his childhood, but there is something that seems quite sad about Kotaro's position. There are serious topics in the series, such as child abuse, neglect, and others that do not apply just to Kotaro, such as domestic abuse. Please do not let that deter you away. This show is first and foremost very heartwarming. The characters are a strong point. As I said previously, Kotaro lives in a building complex, and there are others living in it. We have characters ranging from a failed mangaka, a hostess with relationship problems, and a Yakuza lookalike who cannot see his own son. What is great is that this group of characters act as Kotaro's family. They do not feel like they have to look after a 4-year-old living by himself, but they want to as they grow to like and love him. Kotaro at first tried to keep himself to himself, without him feeling like a burden to anyone. But it's his charm and his kindness are the reasons why people want to help him. Kotaro is a child, and like most children, is very upfront. They do not have a barrier, they'll say what they think. With Kotaro, however, from his experiences and how he lives, he pretty much has a similar lifestyle as an adult. Because of this, he is very upfront with adults, either when they are lying, upset or cause conflict. He truly feels like an old man trapped in a child's body at times. The easier route here would to have written Kotaro as an adult, but I think there are many reasons why he is a child. I think it brings to light a lot of trauma that children can suffer, and in ways it is a stark reality to the watcher. On a lighter note, by having Kotaro as a child, it does give a sweet, light-hearted tone to the show. Kotaro sees the best in everyone. He has a sense to know when someone is doing something wrong, but he believes in that person, knowing that there's a reason behind their actions. It's his tragic upbringing that highlights his personality trait. There are times that Kotaro's actions seem cute, like preparing massive amounts of food for himself, that have actually sad reasons behind it, which in a lot of cases is loneliness. The series can be very emotional, and whilst especially on the surface can be funny, there is a lot of emotional damage to be explored. Coming back to other characters, they are also emotionally damaged in their own different ways, and it reflects on the viewer, as everyone will have something in their mind. Perhaps they do not think they're good enough, have doubts about their future, about their relationships, about their family. Whatever it is, there is some aspect to one or maybe a few characters the viewers can relate to. No person is perfect, and this is shown in this series. And what is heartwarming is whilst we are in a world full of broken people, it is our broken people that mend someone else, as relationships between the characters grow, and we can see them grow and become happier. For example, Karino, the failed mangaka, became better at his job, as Kotaro, just being himself, practically inspired Karino to do better. This series does not do anything outlandish, in terms of complex story, magic, even has beautiful animation. Yet it conveys such emotional storytelling that it does not need to do any of that. The best thing about this show is how it portrays the characters, how it portrays human emotion. The feelings a viewer is put through in just 10 episodes is something I did not think that could be done. To have this mature child as a leading character is something that a series has not done before. We grow to love Kotaro. This character, that is so unheard of in a real life setting, is made to feel real. Kotaro is only 4 years old, he should be protected. The things he has gone through was something that no 4-year-old should go through, and yet his moral compass shines. He is selfless, he just looks for acceptance and to be loved, something that he has hardly experienced in his life so far. Whilst I talk about trauma and pain that Kotaro and others characters have suffered, it is not what the show really revolves around. The show, in the present, is about healing of Kotaro and the support he gives and has from other characters. It is what drives the series. Kotaro blames himself for his life with his parents and how it develops, which no child should feel. It is down to the parents to protect their baby and make them safe. It is with his new family that we see this healing. the sense of an actual family being formed that brings happiness to Kotarou. This series will make you cry, will make your heart break, but it will still fill you with warmth. It will still fill you with joy and happiness. It is very much a comfort anime, and an anime that can be rewatched and rewatched. The 10 episodes we have at the moment is not enough. To give some background, the manga itself is somewhat unknown, and it's a peculiar pick for an anime for Netflix to adapt and pick up. The mangaka, Mami Tamura, has only written this one manga, and from my research, there is not a lot else on the mangaka. There is also live action, and from what I've read, has had a good reception. Things look promising for the series, so there's a strong hope for a season 2. That wraps up this video. Do not forget, if you have enjoyed this video, please do like and subscribe for more videos in the future. And if you have not, please do check out my previous videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.